I know you're coming off a long week of meetings there in Washington, World Bank and IMF. One of the things I think we learned is we don't only have inflation in the United States, it's sort of a global phenomenon. But talking about the United States specifically, we know your old shop, the Federal Reserve, says they're going to do everything in their power to try to get inflation under control. What are your projections, though, given what you expect maybe the Fed might do? What are your projections over the next 24 months, not just this year, for growth in GDP and for inflation?
Well, you know, the IMF just issued its most recent World Economic Outlook, and they're projecting growth this year of over 3% for the United States, which is, given that we're almost fully recovered from the pandemic, is a good, strong performance for the United States and consistent with a labor market that will remain very strong. I think, you know, judging by the U.S. unemployment rate now and other measures of the performance of the labor market, it's been decades since we've seen such a strong job market with such excellent employment opportunities for people. You can see that in the high quit rate and the enormous level of job openings. So, you know, the Fed is concerned about inflation. They've made clear that they will be removing accommodation to try to get it under control. But I know they'll try to achieve a soft landing, and with some skill and some luck, we'll have a very good year for the U.S. economy in terms of the job market this coming year.
So are there things, I know that it's the Fed's job, it's part of their mandate to really control prices, and that's their job, and I know you really respect the independence of that organization that you ran. But are there things the administration can or should be doing? Let me be very specific. There's a Peterson Institute study out this week that says that if you took off the so-called Trump tariffs, that would reduce inflation right away 1.3%. I know that's being studied, but inflation is here and now, and it's been coming for a while. Why don't you just do it?
Well, we want to do everything that we can to lower inflation, and the president has announced an unprecedented release of oil from the Strategic Petroleum Reserve that is serving to hold down oil prices. I think gas prices peaked and have now come down some from their peak. We're working very diligently on supply chain issues to get our ports working better, and we're doing what we can to bring down inflation, so that's very important. You know, we're re-examining carefully our trade strategy with respect to China, and you know, I think it's worth considering. We certainly want to do what we can to address inflation, and there would be some desirable effects. It's something we're looking at.